before we do anything else today, I wanted to take a minute out to talk to you guys about what kind of show and network we are, because apparently that some people are questioning it, and so I have clear answers, and then people can make their decisions based on that, okay? So we've been doing this for 21 years, and the entire time we've been progressive and fighting very hard for progressive issues and done a lot of things. I'm not gonna get into our resume of all the great things that mainly our audience has done, because without them, we don't have any power. And those folks have done amazing things in the world, like launch Just Democrats, etc. So we're not going to pop out of a cake in a couple of days and go, ta-da, right-wing pivot. We laid a 21-year bear trap for you guys so that at the end we could do a right-wing pivot and then lose our entire audience. The people are like, oh, you guys are grifters. You are denying your audience what you want, what they want. Wait, how would that be a grift? You guys want to go from an incredibly successful progressive show that gets hundreds of millions of views every month to being right-wingers to get no views. If that was true, why would that be a grift? That's not a grift, that's just a disastrous decision. No, we're doing something radical on this network. And so I want you to understand it. We're allowing for discussion and debate and disagreements. Now, a lot of people don't want that. Like tons of right-wingers go, no, I don't want any of that. I just want Fox News or Newsmax or Tucker Carlson or whoever it is. And I just want him to say the things that I want to hear. And in fact, Fox News got in trouble with them in the Dominion lawsuit because you see the internal emails. Let's not tell people things that are true. Let's just tell the audience what they want to hear. Now, I was proud that the left wing didn't do that for a long, long time. We are open-minded, we're reasonable, we have conversations. But unfortunately, at this point, there are some forces that say no. There should be no discussion. There is a correct opinion, and everyone should be forced to have that correct opinion. Or they should be canceled or fired, or no one should watch them, or all these other consequences that flow from that. Well, God bless, there's really good news because there's tons of leftist shows now that never disagree with a preset so-called leftist ideology. They agree with 100% of the issues, 100% of the time, and they almost all do it, right? You sure they're honest with you that they agree with the whatever is the trend of the day 100% of the time? By the way, they could prove me wrong. They could say, oh yeah, I don't agree with the left on this, and this, and see, nobody canceled me, everybody's fine. Now they're gonna do try benign things like, oh yeah, well I like orange more than I like yellow. No, give me real disagreements. You're not gonna do it, are you? Because you're worried. Well, we are gonna do it on this network. So we do things like, hey, I do something that is almost unheard of in media. I hire people who disagree with me. And so some have disagreed on the right, some have disagreed on the left, and then they have come out and not only disagree with me massively on our air, and I'm totally okay with it. Totally okay with it. And then they will sometimes go over the edge and say vicious and crazy things, and we're still okay with it. And then and then you guys know that recently someone who we liked and really supported, etc., decided to call me an evil person, a racist, a transphobe, pathetic, embarrassing, all these terrible, terrible, terrible things. And then they quit. And after they quit, they say, I quit because this guy who runs the company won't agree with me. But sister, I platformed you. I said, here's a platform, go for it. And not only can you say anything you want, you can say something that totally and utterly disagrees with me. Not good enough. Is that a standard? That everyone has to agree with just one of the hosts? Well, if that's the standard and two hosts disagree, what am I gonna do? Well, I'm for, apparently the new standard is everyone must agree. So who do I fire? Which of the two hosts that disagree do I fire? Do I go to Twitter and ask the left-wing activists or the ones pretending to be activists for our side? Okay guys, since apparently no one voted, but apparently you guys are the arbiters of what's on the left, despite the fact that the polling shows that you are not. You are often very, very, very wrong. I'll give you the classic example, Latinx. I was told 100 times, oh, you are being against, you're going against the Latino community. I was like, I don't think so. I've never seen a Latino person call themselves Latinx. I think you made that up. They're like, how dare you, right? And it turns out we did a poll, or we didn't do it, somebody did. 96% of Latinos don't want to be called Latinx. Did anyone learn from that? That maybe randos online don't actually know what they're talking about and that they don't actually speak for that community? But even if they did or we were wrong, etc., the most important thing is, will we have disagreement and will that be allowed? And the answer definitively on the Young Turks is yes. And if you don't like that, like I said, there's a billion options, right wing, left wing, and they'll tell you whatever you want to hear. But if you want to have a real conversation, an honest conversation, there's one place in media. And by the way, it doesn't matter if people yell at me. I've been through it 100 times. Everyone here knows we've been through it 100 times, right? And every time, oh, Jimmy Dore is right. Oh, Sam Harris is right. And then later, oops, yeah, they're totally wrong. Oh, Tulsi Gabbard is, oops, Young Turks were right again. Oops. But do they learn anything from that? No. And do I change how we conduct things because of the pressure? No. I do not give in to the pressure, but I also do not go in the other direction. Oh, you hurt my feelings. So from now on, I'm going to be against gay rights or trans rights. No, we will not do that under any circumstance. No, I'm still gonna support trans community. I'm still gonna support gay rights 100%. I'm gonna support both those communities 100%. And as you'll see, likely be the toughest and strongest fighter for them. I don't care if some trans people or anyone in any leftist community yells at me. You think I'm gonna like betray Latinos because somebody's telling me that I'm against Latinos because I said I don't believe that Latinx is the proper term? I'm never gonna do that. No, I'm gonna fight for Latinos. I'm gonna fight for African Americans. I'm gonna fight for all of these communities. And you might have seen online, oh, here's a tweet there. Here's a video, like a 5-second clip or a 12-second clip over there. Okay, oh my God, I hear they're right wingers now, okay? And then you know what happens when people come watch the show? They're like, wait, I don't get it. They don't look anything like what I heard. They sound really progressive. My God, they seem like they're really fighting for us. You know why? Because we've been doing it for 21 years, okay? And that's exactly what we are, and we're not gonna change it. So look, the last things I'll say is that we have given a number of folks from all the different communities a platform here when no one else did. And so we hired a number of trans hosts. I don't see a lot of other left-wing shows hiring tons of trans hosts. So, okay, good, God bless. And then we have a disagreement. And then did I kick them out? No, I said, okay, continue to have a disagreement. And they said, no, because not everyone at the company agrees with me. You guys are transphobes, racist, etc. And how dare you disagree? That's it, we're out. And look, if you're in that camp and you say, hey, 5% disagreement, too much. I can't handle it. I need something else. Again, all the power in the world to you. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not saying to you guys, oh, please stay. And I'm not saying, oh, go, I don't care. And are there people with good intent in our audience who believe in these issues and disagree with me fervently out of good intent? Absolutely. And brothers, I'm not telling you to go or stay. If you're comfortable with disagreement, but we want to get to the same place, great, stay. If you say, no, I want something else, that's okay. I'm just being clear with you guys as to what we think. And so, last thing I'll add is, some people are convinced that they're political geniuses and they like to lean into fighting on the wrong grounds, right? And they say, oh, politics doesn't matter. Well, here's how it matters. When you lose elections, they pass 70 laws against the LGBTQ community. You want to win elections so they don't pass bills against you. Instead, we pass bills that give you 100% the same rights, not more rights, not less rights, the same exact rights as every US citizen. And by the way, we get paid family leave, higher minimum wage, fight climate change, and all the wonderful things we want in the world. So if you say politics doesn't matter, then you're in the wrong business, okay? You're not understanding. If you say, hey, the maximalist position, so let's not use words like radical, extreme, etc. Let's just say the maximalist position. I think everybody would agree that people that are in the activist community are going for the maximalist position. If you say the maximalist position, whether it's right wing or left wing, always gets you victories, sorry, you don't know politics. That's just not true. It's not remotely true. And so, oh, the American people agree with us anyway on, let's say, for example, one of the disagreements that I have on the issue of trans people in sports. I think that, by the way, the American people don't agree with me either. 70% say that trans people should not participate in any sports that is not in the sex that they were born in, right? Well, I think they should participate in high school, and I think we could win that argument. And I think that the way you win that argument is to say, look, Republicans, which of you perverts is gonna go do the genital check on these kids? And you know what that happens? Then the average American goes, whoa, yeah, that's not right. I don't want them doing that to the kids. Hey, let the kids play the sports, okay? But if you go into the teeth of the only ground that the LGBTQ community loses on, we win on everything else, right? We win on trans rights, gay marriage, equality in housing, discrimination, etc. They tried the trans bathroom thing, it didn't work. They tried trying to kick transgender people out of the military, it didn't work. We won on all these grounds. And the Republicans dug in and dug in and dug in, and they found one thing that 7 out of 10 Americans agree with them and not us on, and that's trans sports. So my opinion is, let them play in high school, but when it comes to a professional league, let the league decide. If you think that is 100% disagreement, and that's trans erasure, etc., okay, we disagree. And that means, in my opinion, you're saying, I won't tolerate 1% disagreement, 2%, 5%, whatever number you want to put on. I won't tolerate it. I want a show that agrees with me all the time on everything, okay? Okay, well, there's nothing I could do again. But if you say, hey, you know what? I want to win, and I want to frame things in the right way so we protect our community. And I'm going to try to protect that community, whether the activists agree or not. And this is not about trans issues in specific, it's about all of those communities. So look, I think the police in this country need massive, colossal reform. But if you go with the slogan of defund the police, you get killed in the elections, you do. Well, I don't like that we lose well, I don't like it either, so we should have better framing. I don't want to do better framing, I want to be maximalist. Okay, but you're not going to win that way. And if you say, hey, I don't like it, I don't like that you are saying things that are nearly indisputably correct on the politics of it, and I don't like that the country doesn't agree with us, and I don't like the idea of trying to convince them. I just want to call them transphobes, racists, I want to call them names. And I think that's a brilliant political strategy because that's going to win them over. Sorry, but you're wrong, it doesn't win them over. Being able to empathize and say, you don't want to do that to kids, you don't want to do that to other human beings that are just like you. Telling them, hey guys, do you have anybody who's trans in your life? And even if you don't, imagine that you feel you were born a different way. And then you have the courage to come out. And you have the courage to change and transition. And that is so incredibly hard. Can you not have empathy for that person? Can you not say, oh my God, that's another human being, and maybe I should root for them instead of rooting against them? That's how you reach out to people and win them over. So we win on all of those issues, we win on all those policies, and we win on the elections, and we get bills that help your life instead of hurting your life. But if you disagree, for the billionth time, that's okay. This is a network where there is discussion and disagreement, and that is super clear, and it is never going to change.